Welcome to episode 11 of the Box In podcast. I'm Garrity McCosker.
And I'm Trevor and
And today on the show, we have two guests, the Rodarte Twins. Can you just tell me out here which one's which? Say your name for the audience because we need help here. I gotta keep you two apart.
I'm Yovani. I'm Julian.
Right on. Appreciate you guys coming on to the show. So we've run into each other a little bit at gyms back in the day. I remember I was sparring at Elite Pro, and I saw you guys there. Give us a little bit of background. You guys are at Elite Pro, right?
Oh yeah, we're training at Elite Pro Boxing right now.
Okay, with
my trainer is Rodrigo. He's the son-in-law of Clemente Medina.
Oh, okay. So cool. So the two of you train there, and is it true that you guys are the same weight?
Same weight right now.
Same
We're
weight.
fighting the same weight. Just in the amateurs we fight different weights, but now in the pro we're fighting the same.
Now
weight.
it's too hard to separate.
Yeah.
Are you guys working with each other? Are you guys sparring each other?
Yeah, we're sparring each other, but we don't go like all intense.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. We'll just practice on our technique.
Sometimes we do. Sometimes I forget that he's my brother, but because I'm not sparring that much that time. So so when we do, I forget at times because my dad reminds me, hey, he's your brother. Don't hit him that hard. So I just him that a little bit lightly.
He's looking at you like you're crazy.
He's like, no big deal. Actually, I was holding back on you.
He hits me hard too. My dad tells him too. Don't hit him hard. Same thing.
Yeah, like even if we were offered like $1 million, we wouldn't fight each other.
The Klitschko's obviously they both had belts at the time. They weren't twins, but I guess they wouldn't spar sometimes because it would get heated. Pick up. So.
But they had promised their mother that they would never.
They'd never fight one another. Which makes all the sense in the world, right? Like I don't think you should be fighting a brother.
Yeah.
You know, I met the Klitschko's actually.
No.
Yeah, at a Dodger game. It was pretty neat.
Which one? Both of them?
Both of them. I had spent more time talking to Vladimir, the younger one, who wasn't champ yet at the time. This was like 2003, 2004.
Okay.
And I had just gotten into boxing, so I thought it was like the coolest thing in the world. Like I'm talking to these, big heavyweights or whatever.
Big Ukrainian heavyweights, right?
Yeah.
So what are you guys' plans? You got fights coming up, right?
Yeah, I'll be fighting April 27 at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas.
Okay, and that's a PBC card?
Yeah, PBC card, and right now I'm just training hard and ready to fight.
And the main event is Robert Easter versus
Bartholomew.
Rancis Bartholomew.
Yeah.
The Cuban.
Yeah.
Right. And you went to...
Hopefully around May, if not early June.
Okay. You any idea who your opponent's gonna be?
No, not yet. They usually let me know like 3 weeks before the fight.
That fight's gonna be in the States too, or in Mexico, or?
Hopefully here or maybe Vegas as well.
Okay. Yeah. Exciting, right? Because now
Exciting. Yeah, definitely.
you guys are getting to the mecca of boxing, which is Las Vegas.
So it's a blessing.
Your friends and family gonna come out and see you at the Cosmopolitan?
Yeah, hopefully we've been calling them up, texting them to support us, and it looks like they are.
Yeah, that's all. I don't know about. Maybe it's kind of more relaxing if you fight in Mexico and build up your record and whatnot. But I thought it was a pretty stressful thing to be getting ready for your first fight or whatever, one of your early fights, and then you had the responsibility of getting at weight, you had the responsibility of preparing, and then you got I gotta sell 40 tickets, and I'd make sure these people come and pick up, and now they expect me to come to their house and make change for them. It's got to be nice to be able to not have to worry about that. So I'm sure that's kind of the next step. But that makes it even tougher if it's a fight all the way in Nevada. You don't want to have to be responsible for.
You guys got to worry about making weight. You got to worry about how camp is going. You got to be worried about getting your sparring, getting your work and so forth. You had mentioned that Clemente Medina is your trainer's father-in-law.
Well, my trainer, he's the son-in-law of Clemente Medina.
Okay, crazy. Do you guys get an opportunity to work with Clemente and Abner or any of his guys? Or?
Yeah, we did. We were a sparring
Abner and Marius.
Okay, yeah.
And Leo Santa Cruz.
Okay, and then Clemente, from what I understand, he's in Anaheim right now?
Yeah, he's training in Anaheim.
Yeah. I know that he obviously has a big stable. For the people out there that don't know who Clemente is, he's been a fixture in boxing. He was with he had El Perro, right? I remember his work with Angulo. And Freddie Hernandez too. Yeah, so big LA trainer out there.
Champions.
His son too is coming together too.
Yeah.
It was just a great guy overall. So
who are you guys working with now, sparring wise? Any names out there that we know?
Well, right now, I'm sparring in different places, going to Robert Agassar's gym, the gym in Montebello, a lot of different places.
Yeah, that's the thing about LA. You get all the best sparring because everyone's here. You don't have to travel too far. Like I have friends in the Midwest, like in Kansas, and like sometimes they whether they're traveling for a tournament, this is in the amateurs, or sometimes the sparring was becoming. They're going to like neighboring states, and it's like we're going from like Santa Fe Springs to like Montebello, or like Pico Rivera, like we're literally not even moving one zip code over. So
the Mecca of boxing
it's right here.
But a lot of different
internationally come here.
Yeah, definitely. All boxers internationally come here. And
you've got anything for the boxing culture in Los Angeles. You can go into a gym. You can see some Nigerians. You can see people from Ukraine, people from Ireland, obviously from Mexico. Colombians. Everything is
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, definitely going on. This is the epicenter of boxing. So yeah.
Who is was there any moments you met someone because as we run in small circles here in the LA scene that was memorable as you were younger? Do you have any guys you looked up to that you got a chance to see in the gym and talk to?
Triple G.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I met him at an All-Star card, right? Yeah. And, it was awesome meeting him. A great, humble guy.
Yeah.
You try to do anything? Who's a fighter that you look up to, that you guys are both that you look forward? Or you look to as sort of inspiration and
as of right now, I'd say Terrence Crawford.
Oh yeah.
Great fighter.
Yeah. Are you guys switching stance like Terrence?
My coach wants me to. He wants me to go southpaw. I'm not even really good. I should have started southpaw because everything I do is my left-handed.
Okay.
So he wants me, but I'm trying. But my natural right hand I started with my orthodox.
Yeah, it's much easier for him than it is for me because I'm an orthodox and he can.
Oh, so you're left-handed?
Yeah, left-handed.
Oh wow.
Everything left-handed.
For me, it's harder.
Yeah, that's interesting that both of you guys are twins and you're left-handed. So you skate goofy foot or snowboard goofy foot, and you're regular.
Yeah.
You know who was left-handed? Was Oscar De La Hoya was left-handed.
Oh, he was. Oh.
Yeah, but they put him in a conventional stance because they wanted his lead hand to be his power hand. So yeah, it makes
worked out
for Oscar, right? Yeah, 4 or 5 titles in different weight divisions.
Yeah.
130, 35, 40, 47, 54.
Yeah.
Fought at 60, I think. So.
Wasn't quite a title there, but
with Felix Stern.
Amazing to do it all. Yeah. So, you guys, you were born in LA County, is that right? Mm-hmm. And then you guys had spent most of your youth in Texas?
Yes, so we were born in Glendale, and then to the age of 9, we moved to Texas, El Paso specifically, and we spent our amateur experience there. And
what's it like over there? I mean, it's Texas. I would say Texas, California, Nevada, on the West Coast are known as the big boxing states. Mm-hmm. What was the amateur program like over there, and do you think it got you ready for your pro career?
Well, it was good over there, but we preferred traveling because there's not that much really experience. We traveled in Arizona, even in Oxnard.
So you actually had to get out?
Yeah, we had to get out and just fight.
In Mexico too, like a lot of fights.
Yeah, a lot of fights in Mexico.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, even when you were amateurs, when you were kids, you fought in Mexico?
Yeah, in Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Do you have 2 passbooks? Do you have a Mexico passbook or?
No.
Oh, you just go down and spar?
Just down sparring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, they have fights in Mexico too. They start at like 10 in the morning and they end at 10 at night. Or even some of the pro shows in Mexico will have amateur shows in the early part of the day, and then they become the pro shows in the evening. So I mean, obviously Mexico has a rich history. Also, I would probably consider the epicenter of boxing in the world.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Yeah. So you look up to Terrence Crawford, huh?
Yeah, Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, it's a lot. You sort of when you're with Latino fighters and Mexican fighters, right? You expect to hear Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
Or Finito, but yeah, interesting. You think more people are boxing now?
These guys aren't your typical Mexicans, man. They listen to U2. Is that what?
Yeah, that's my favorite band.
Your favorite band?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a lot of people don't expect that.
Yeah, what the?
No, Los Tigres del Norte. No.
That's a big fan of that too. Dan, Los Tigres del Norte.
You guys ever play any music or do anything like that in that regard? Do you have any interest there?
No.
Have you walked out to YouTube?
No.
I used to play the saxophone.
Oh yeah,
I played the saxophone too. I played for 7 or 8 years.
From middle school, and I went for like 2 years, and I stopped playing. kind of hard for me to like.
You were in the band like for class credits.
Yeah, class credits.
And I was in choir.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. You have to like invest in a new like piece of equipment. Just not go there.
So what's the differences? So when you guys were in Texas, you guys were fighting before age 9.
Yeah, we were fighting in age. We started boxing at 7.
Sorry,
Okay.
amateur at 9 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys grew up. You've been growing. Quite a big investment to get you guys to where you're at right now. You've been growing up in the sport. Are you guys? Does it feel good that you guys you've turned pro? Is it everything that you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, and I already knew I was gonna be a pro because I mean, throughout the years, I mean, I've started boxing at the age of 7, so just continued. Yeah.
You had your eyes on the goal the whole time.
Was there ever a time when I know your dad is the advocate that really wanted you guys to be fighters? You had told me that earlier. Was there ever an age where you're like, hey, I would like to try another sport, and had an interest otherwise, and you kind of felt the pull or pressure, or you guys always been fully invested in?
I always considered basketball as like a hobby.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much of a distraction though.
No, it wasn't too much of a distraction.
You ever feel like you're letting your brother down if you decide to take time off from the gym and then your brother's going hard? Because you guys push each other. I've seen you guys working out with Renee. These guys are doing like a lot of extra shit, even though they were done with sparring. I mean, imagine the constant competition against identical twins.
Yeah, it's
He's like my motivator. It's
I don't want him to look better than me in this gym. I better, you know.
It seems
Doing
to be
extra moves in
working
the alleyway.
too. I mean, you think of the Charlos and the relationship that those two have with each other. The fact is that they're pushing one another to get to where they're at. I know Charlo got the loss recently. I didn't think that he lost the fight against Tony Harrison from Detroit. But more importantly is that there's got to be some comfort in the feeling of love, and also knowing that you guys are both heading the same direction and you guys are on the same path. And if one of you guys starts slipping, the other one is there to check you.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah.
Anybody ever have to check each other for no?
Nah.
Hey, we said 11 o'clock, not 12:15. We were bringing this up the other time, the other podcast that about the punctuality of black fighters versus Latino fighters. that like if you say 11 o'clock to Latino fighters, everybody's there at 11. Black fighters might be like 1:30. We're just taking a poll if you've experienced any of that. No, I'm just playing. So, that's it.
You guys mostly run it in Latino gym circles, though, right?
Yeah, that's mostly of the time.
Because that's when I ran you guys. It was all like
Adams is
Pico Rivera.
Yeah, he's training right now. He's training for the. He's going against Charlo.
He's got a big fight.
Yeah, he's got.
He won the contender. Brian Adams, right?
Yeah.
So and obviously he's
Brandon.
Brandon. Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of success.
Brandon Cannon Adams.
I feel like Elite Pro is kind of right now one of the bigger gyms in Los Angeles as far as prospects are concerned. Maybe that there's been a little bit of a transition from, Maywood Boxing Club at that time, and now that you see there's a lot of young people, a lot of young guns coming out of Elite Pro that are definitely in those positions where they're the prospects.
Who else we got coming out of Elite Pro these days?
We got Tiburon, Carlos Sanchez.
Oh yeah, okay.
Him and there's this other he's from Uzbekistan, I think, and he's undefeated and very good.
Wow, so we're starting to get international talent attracted to the gym. And Elite Pro in Santa Fe Springs, it's not that old of a gym, right? Less than like 10 years, right? It's a relatively new gym. And owned by Steve.
So
who shares your name? I was like, when I was like doing pre-interview questions, I was like asking you about your uncle, and you're like, I don't know if we're related. I was like, what? Like, there's no way. I assumed.
There's the chance we are.
Because his father's always he's constantly telling us that he has relatives down in Mexico, Zacatecas.
Okay.
And that's where my dad's from. So who knows?
Maybe that is your
I thought that I thought that it was your uncle's.
Yeah, me too.
Because he has a background he was managing Muay Thai fighters. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's doing a great job, obviously, down there.
Job.
Seemed to be a good gym.
Yeah, especially that you're exciting that you're going to be on a PBC card.
Yeah.
That you guys are getting those looks now. Have you been televised before, either of you, or?
I think we have a couple times.
On the Solo Boxeo?
Instagram Live.
Yeah, Instagram Live.
Mine was I think live stream on PBC.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
And I'll be fighting my first.
Oh yeah, because you were on the card. Ustakali versus
Against Caleb Plant?
Plant card. You were on the undercard, right?
No, I was I think Leo Santa Cruz card.
Okay. I thought one of you guys fought at the Microsoft Theater.
Oh yeah, it was me.
Okay,
Well,
was that?
That was in January.
It was in January. Okay, I'm just
getting.
getting.
I thought it was in February.
Gotcha.
No.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
every seat in there is a good seat.
Oh, that's the best year.
Yeah, for the most part. We were talking about the earlier. We were just talking about the Staples fight with Lomachenko, and sometimes it's hard to get a good seat. Although I haven't been there for a fight yet, so I have no idea.
Yeah, you know where's a great place, and I'm glad they're bringing a lot of boxing back, is the Forum. Every seat there seems to be pretty good. I mean, every seat that I've had, but it's a good place to watch some fights.
Yep.
I've heard especially the sub hub.
Yeah.
Oh, the sub hub.
Yeah,
best seat.
Every seat is the best.
Yeah, best seat.
Yeah.
There's fights in the ring and fights in the stands.
Stuff up gets down.
Yeah, I've seen it go down on one occasion.
Yeah, only 1 out of 3 ass.
Because they're drinking, you know, so it's
And it's hot there, tensions rise.
Yeah.
You get nationalistic ties, and then people are whatever calling each other out. It's funny.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's also Los Angeles. Do you notice that there's a difference between LA fighters and how they treat themselves versus El Paso? I have no idea, but I always figured like that that Los Angeles fighters are sort of riders, that they're ready to get down at any given time, that they're okay with letting their hands go. That if you get in a position and you know that it ends up being, hey, I'm coming forward, you're coming forward, we'll work this out, and even to say 2 more rounds. Is there a difference in Texas or in here, or is it
not the same?
The same?
Yeah.
People are letting them go in El Paso too.
Yeah.
I know in Arizona, obviously, it's people are letting their hands go too as well.
Yeah.
But
it might be more of a Mexican thing than it is a California. You know what I mean? If we're talking about that style of being a rider, right?
Oh yeah.
Versus maybe an East Coast.
Some of the best sparring that I've seen, though, has gone down with the Armenians. Just because it's like to me sometimes it's crazier than the Mexican fighters.
There's a group of young Armenians that comes through to Jackrabbits, right? I remember seeing them when I was there a while back.
We have a lot of young kids,
talent,
young kids that come through Jackrabbits.
But they're from Glendale, right?
Yeah. They're always probably like you guys. I imagine at Elite Pro, you're gonna have a steady flow that is coming in and out the door for sparring.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in it being a gym that has a lot of different looks, different weight classes, and so forth. So it's definitely sometimes it's you
never know who walks in the door.
And then you'll hear it, you're talking to a friend and then you hear that leather on leather. And then you're like, wait a minute, let me go over towards the ring and check out what's happening. So, any big fights that are coming up that you guys are looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Canelo versus
Jacobs.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
I got Jacobs. Who do you got?
Oh, you really got Jacobs?
Yes.
Wow.
Tough fight. I'm rooting for both fighters, but I'll probably give it up to.
All right, what do you got? Just so diplomatic.
Tough fight. I don't know if Jacobs might pull it off, but. It's a close fight. Canelo's a good fighter too.
Yeah, I'm totally. I don't know if I'm being biased, but I love the way that they've developed Canelo over the amount of time. Sure. He's an incredibly skilled and crafty fighter. He's got a whole bunch of different looks that he can do. He's defensively minded. Yeah. He's responsible. Particularly in his fight with Triple G. When I think that what Canelo is on he's on his legacy shit, which is that whenever he decides that he's going to retire, that people are going to look at him as being one of the best boxers of his generation, and he's probably trying to be the best boxer of his generation. That's why we've seen him go up to different weight classes. And he's at 68. The guy looks like a pit bull though.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I definitely wouldn't want to get in any sort of conflict with Canelo.
He's a great fighter. He's learning every fight. Every time I see him, he's just constantly doing things.
What did you guys think about Ryan Garcia with the Reynosos his last fight?
Oh, very good fighter too as well.
Yeah,
very good fighter.
There's a kid that I remember from back when I was at Eddie Heredia's gym back in the day. He was a Texas kid, I think, and I recently saw him. By recently, I mean maybe a year ago. But he, his like big claim to fame, not claim to fame, but his he would always drop. His name drop was always that he sparred Canelo back in the day, and this kid now is at or was at Elite Pro in Santa Fe Springs. Do you know who I'm talking about? He's like a big like super middleweight maybe.
Huh. Trying to
recall his name.
Oh, you see, because he was talking about like, but this was when Canelo like first came to the U.S. First got.
It's
like,
not the guy that fought Margarito, right? No.
No.
Remember when Margarito came out of when he after he got in trouble, he had taken that fight and oh gosh, where was it? The big Coliseum, not Zihuatanejo, somewhere in Mexico. I can't remember right now.
The hat.
But he had fought a Texas fighter. I want to say his name is Roberto Garcia. It's been a long time though. But he used to be in and out of Maywood. That's why I asked. Because I know at that time, you're talking about when Canelo fought Ricky Hatton's brother.
I don't remember what camp he's part of that, but.
Yeah. You guys remember that Canelo fought Ricky Hatton's brother?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we were young.
That was his first world title. When he fought.
I mean, Canelo.
Definitely the first time I think I saw him on TV. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. And that Adrian.
I just heard about this redhead.
He fought in the white boy. What the hell is this guy doing?
Who?
The one that Broner had a fight at Honda Center in Anaheim. Oh, I can't remember his name. But he was. I think he was sort of built to fall. One of these fighters that they brought up. He was 15 and 0, 18 and 0. Then they put him in front of Broner, and you never heard about him ever again. So yeah, that's a difficult part of the business.
Yeah.
You guys have people behind you that have a lot of experience and a lot of history in the sport, and they're always making the right decisions to bring you along at the appropriate time. And I always tell fighters that there's a time and a place for everything. Like when you guys get to being contenders, and when you guys get a title shot, and to just keep developing your craft. And
you gotta be patient in this sport. I mean, it's every fight you just gotta learn, and you can't rush yourself in the sport because it's just a dangerous sport.
Has there been a bout that either of you have had that you felt like maybe perhaps changed your mindset, where you knew that you had to be even more dedicated? Or
yeah, there's been fights. There's definitely been fights for me, and I just told myself, you just gotta, improve, and I have, thank God.
But what about you?
The same thing with me. I feel like after my fights, I feel like I should have done this, and the next fight I do it, but there's always more left. I gotta do.
Yeah. Something to take away.
The thing is, you never should underestimate a fighter because you never know what they can bring.
Right.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I was talking about a fight that's coming up, and the Granados fight with Danny Garcia. I said that Danny Garcia should not take him lightly at all. Granados is coming in there with what I feel like it was something to prove.
Yeah, you can bring.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, and
a surprise.
If someone is fighting and they're coming in there with that mindset that they have something to prove, especially against someone that has accomplished a lot already, which is Danny Garcia.
Makes him dangerous.
Yeah, you can make him very, very dangerous.
All right, I got a game I would like to play.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. All right, so since this is the first time we've ever had two guests on the show, and since I'm never going to get a chance to see you guys fight each other, because even if it was $1 million fight, you still won't take it.
No.
Okay.
Were you going to ask him who would win the fight between each other?
That could be one of the questions. You want to go ahead and that's the first question. Who wins?
No, we're not going to do that.
We're not going to put you guys against
They're going to be staring at each other on the car at home.
We'll probably make a script and I'll be the one that wins.
Yeah,
just like wrestling does.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to do. I got four topics, and we're gonna do a debate.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter what your opinion of this topic is. It doesn't matter, what you actually believe. I just want to see you argue against your brother.
Oh, okay.
And you're gonna either pick before you hear the question, before you hear the topic.
Okay.
You're gonna pick the pro or the con side, and then you're committed to that. So maybe we'll give you a minute to tell you to beat your brother on why you think that why you have that side of the case. Okay. And then likewise for you. So who wants to take the pro and who wants to take the con?
I'll take the pro.
I'll take the con.
Okay. So the topic one.
You'll be the pro, right?
Yeah. So you gotta agree.
Do you agree?
Fight for the fact that this statement is true, even if you don't believe it's true. Deontay Wilder would beat Mike Tyson if they were both in their prime and we had a time machine to make the fight happen.
I think so. I mean, he'll use reach because Mike Tyson was a smaller fighter and Deontay Wilder was a big fighter. But who knows? Mike Tyson was just very crafty style he had and power. He just had power hands.
But you still think that the length of Wilder would be enough? Tell your brother, why is your brother wrong? Why is that absolutely ludicrous? And why
I said that would never happen because Mike Tyson was, he had very good head movement. He'll find his way in and just attack him, body, knock him out. Easy. I'd say that.
Did Mike fight anybody that was close?
Close to
Lennox Lewis is probably
6'5", whatever
6'5",
it is.
and then Deontay's 6'7".
He's gigantic, yeah.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
It's an interesting look. No, I mean it's not. It's not anyone from his area, you know.
It's hard to know just because, you know, Mike I think was about 6 feet. And I think you have something there. Mike could get underneath him and pressure him to the ropes. Mike probably could have been successful, and you probably have something there too. But I don't think as Deontay is a guy that's picking people up when they're pressuring. But I never, you know, Mike Tyson fought. His style's an anomaly. What I tell people is, you have like 1,000 fighters.
That's what we need to tell.
Nobody else fights like that besides Mike Tyson.
Okay, so topic number 2. Are we gonna keep the same? Are you gonna be on the pro again?
Yeah, I'll be the pro again.
We'll go all the way through.
Let's do it.
All right. So this topic: Floyd Mayweather Jr. beats Julio Cesar Chavez in a fight between the two at their prime.
At Caesar's Palace.
At Caesar's Palace, in their both in their primes. Mayweather Jr. beats the Mexican King. Tell me why that's true.
I think he would because he had a good defense and good footwork. So I may frustrated Chavez, and I don't think he would hurt Mayweather.
And you don't think Chavez has enough to, even the power Chavez isn't gonna.
That definitely would.
Why is your brother wrong? Tell me.
I'd say he's wrong because he also had good defense as well. And a good body puncher, and that's what.
Great footwork
as well. Yeah.
I think that people underestimate the way that Chavez
setups.
Chavez was setting up, and he didn't have typical side to side movement.
But he knew how to set up.
He put his feet in positions that he could explode from. Yeah. So a lot of times fighters would feel pressure, even because he was using his legs so much. And my thing about Chavez that always drives me crazy is that I feel like people study the round that he stops people, but don't study the 8 rounds that he gets.
Hey, Julian, let's not pretend that Floyd Mayweather is lacking in the footwork department. Why is you? Come on.
No. I'm not saying that, but when we think about Chavez, he lost to Bernal Whitaker, or although it was a draw, right? But he was also older. I think it was like his 89th fight.
Yeah, it was like after his prime.
Yeah, it was after his prime. So, and we know what he did to Uncle Raj. So.
Oh yeah.
If we're talking about, although you know what's, I never told you the story, but I won't.
Save it.
I don't want to because
we're in a. All right. Topic number 3. Julian, you're taking the pro.
Yeah, I'll take the pro again.
You're taking the con. Doesn't matter what it is. Give me your best argument for why you're on their side that you've been assigned. Okay, topic number 3. Everlast MX gloves, the puncher's glove, basically made to knock somebody out. Gloves should be only legal to use if both fighters have them in the same fight. I.e., we don't want a situation where one guy's wearing rivals and one guy's wearing the puncher's glove. So both of them, so MX gloves are illegal unless both are using it. Give me your side.
Well, depending, I'm not sure on the gloves, but if they decide they want to use the same gloves, then yeah, why not?
Have you fought in MX gloves?
Only one time I fight.
Yeah.
I prefer Grant a little bit because it has padding.
You don't want to break your, break your fucking...
My knuckles.
I'd say it's fair.
It's fair. Bring whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, as long if both are
if you're wearing weapons on your hands and I'm wearing pillows made by winning, it doesn't matter.
Well, that wouldn't be fair.
No, we can't say that MX gloves are weapons, but they're definitely something's going. They definitely are the puncher's glove.
Yeah.
Cleto Reyes is the puncher's glove too.
Yeah.
So you like the Grant better than?
Yeah, Grant than MX gloves because it takes my hands more with the padding.
Yeah, especially the thumb, the soft tissue.
Yeah.
It's that trade-off. Do you want to have that extra power to pop somebody, or and the price you pay is more risk.
Especially going to the body, you're gonna catch
you just never know if you if you hit him in the elbow. Then
yeah.
You still feel it.
The part gets on.
So.
All right, Trevor. Topic number 4. Take it away.
So well, I don't know if this is a pro or con.
This is actually we're deviating from the style of pros and cons.
Who has had the cuter girlfriends?
Not me.
Don't worry about it. It's already
He threw the towel.
Have you guys ever pretended to be, you and him? You ever switch places?
No. People have told me in classes too. Have you guys ever switched classes? I said, nah. I just don't want to get in trouble.
As well.
You guys have been. You had to have been tempted. If I had to tell you, I would do it, right?
Probably in the future, maybe.
Well, if he keeps pulling the better girlfriends, you might want to take your time. See what he has to say, Cool, man. Thanks for playing the game. I wanted to talk a little bit about college. You guys are both taking classes. That's like very unheard of. Not unheard of per se, but it's not the common route that everyone's fighting and going to class at the same time. Often guys, if they do go take the educational route, often they step away from boxing for a minute to go through their courses. And what's that been like? I know you guys are taking classes at Cerritos College. Is that right?
Yeah, Cerritos College.
Correct.
Tell me all about that. I want to know what are your future plans? What are you studying? What's the hardest part?
Well, we're studying business administration, and it is a bit difficult because we're constantly assigned homework and box the next day, so I gotta prioritize my time.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it really is tough.
You guys are tired too from all the damn training.
Yeah, every time I go to class, I'm all just tired. Yeah.
Especially at night too. It makes you more tired at school.
Especially on sparring days.
Sparring. Well, you gotta get ready for those.
Yeah, and even the amount of focus you want to have, not just that boxing made your studies tired. That studying made your sparring performance tired. It goes the other way, and that could be worse because that's a little bit more dangerous.
You guys intend to transfer somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're intending to transfer CSULA.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Go somewhere else. You don't have to go to the same place. They separate you.
Or maybe CSULB.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, they got. That's good, man.
Yeah, but they're both of them at Cal State LA and Cal State Long Beach.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I didn't even know of Cal State LA until maybe senior year of high school, or when I was already in college. When other people at 80 already were applying.
The best part about Cal State LA, I don't know.
They keep it a secret. I guess white folks don't know about Cal State LA.
The Metro Link goes to Cal State LA, so I don't know why. I think that's cool, but you figure if you don't have a car. I remember being young and I had a friend at Cal State LA, and he was like, "Come and see me," and I was like, I can't get out here." He's like, "Hop on the Metro Link." I was like, "It stops at Cal State LA." So.
The Gold Line, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. So
for us, it's the same. What's the same driving distance, right?
We're between Cal State LA and Cal State OB. So
you guys are in Downey.
Yeah.
Which for the viewers that don't know. What is Downey referred to as?
Mexican Beverly Hills.
Mexican Beverly Hills.
Been told that many times.
I think that a long time ago there was a woman that had won the lottery, and they were like, "What are you gonna do?" And she's like, "I'm gonna buy a house in Downey."
That's the first priority.
So it was definitely solidified already. So, but Downey, it's a beautiful city. That they have they used to have a lot of movie stars that lived in Downey.
Oh really?
Yeah, back in the days. The people from the Dukes of Hazzard. You guys are probably you remember the movie The Dukes of Hazzard, but there used to be a show on TV called The Dukes of Hazzard. So I'm much older. How old are you guys?
I'm 23.
20. Yeah, I got 19 years on you. Yeah. So I'm old school.
So I'm interested in the business aspirations. If you have anything you want to talk about, I also studied business in college. I think that's really great that you guys are both going that route. I want to be in the promotion game. I want to be Bob Arum. I want to be not necessarily that, but I want to be the promoter someday, and I think that's cool. Do you guys see anything in the sport of boxing that you want to get after in your business careers, or are you guys thinking somewhere?
Probably own a boxing gym as well.
I would say don't do it.
Don't do it.
Boxing gyms.
You guys know it's difficult. You have some talented kid, and you know, he can
Here's
fight.
here's the deal. Those who can
Let's
fight
get him on
can't pay.
Yeah.
Those who can fight can't pay. Those who can pay can't fight. It's a cliche at this point, but there's some truth to it.
So I work at the Jackrabbit Gym in Long Beach. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but we have kids that will come in, and a lot of times same thing. It's like we'll say, well, we'll have a look at the kid, and we'll look at him, and it's like the dad or the mom is like, oh, we can't pay for 2 months because of financial reasons, and we see the kid, and we're like, well, it seems like the kid has something, so don't worry about it. What do you think about all these the boutique boxing gyms that are popping up all over the place? You know about this?
No,
you don't know. So this is what's great about dealing with people. All throughout the West
Downey is nice and they don't get the Santa Monica influence. They kind of have their own special bubble.
Santa Monica, West Hollywood, Los Angeles.
Boxing's hot now, dude.
They got like all these really nice cardio boxing gyms.
Oh, okay.
So there's a business model on that.
I've heard of Gloveworks.
Yeah.
Where's Gloveworks at?
I think
Santa
Monica.
Yeah, I think they've opened one in New York.
The one that's the just the most like out of left field is the Gloveworks. No, not Gloveworks. I'm sorry, you just said Gloveworks.
With the one
Punchbox. No, what is it called?
The one that I despise the most.
Rumble gyms.
Rumble's horrible.
Rumble gyms look like a Chuck E. Cheese, man. It's a whole different thing. It's like a well, I don't know. I've only seen on like people's Instagram stories, but it's just.
It's also kind of insane that
it's meme worthy, really.
These people are hitting pads, and I mean I get it because boxing's a great workout, but they're kind of like peacocking, but they're not getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
Like hitting the pads is
like even Kevin Hart
is a luxury, you know.
I will take issue with this. I'm sure he's more athletic than the average Becky in Santa Monica, but even Kevin Hart,
right?
That's the comedian, right? Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Even he recently has been doing all this stuff, and then he went on Rogan, and like him on Rogan, they were like really patting each other on the back about it, and Rogan was giving him like a lot more prop than I think.
Well, for taking the boxing cardio.
No, dude, it was. You watch the pads that she's doing with his trainer. It's completely like a show. It's completely a peacocking show thing, and he's like, "Oh wow, you learned how to slip." It's like, yeah, dude.
It's a little crazy because, like, not to get on it, but there's like a trend of like fitness girls that are hitting pads, and they can go, they can punch those pads, but I don't think they can punch themselves out of a wet paper bag. like they had to fight. That doesn't necessarily.
I mean, it's funny when there's a Becky that does that, but what's sadder is when it's a Brian who's doing it. You know what I mean? When it's a dude that can't punch himself out of the bag, but he wants to tell you he's taking boxing now. It's like, dude. I wish I could describe to you what it's like to go to,
be a business
minded
like you guys are. Hopefully this translates into just regular day folks that never realize that hitting a bag or, pretending that you're slipping a punch or whatever it is a lot more difficult than, a lot of people think. Especially because I'm sure, you guys are fighters. I'm sure you've had friends that have come to the gym and you've watched them do something like, okay, here's a rope. Skip it.
Oh, yeah. The beginners it takes time for them to get used to process more. Yeah.
You're like, bro, just skip the rope.
Speed back.
So I always am fascinated with, I think that like a lot of people, I never think that I could hit a home run. And I don't think I could bowl a perfect game, and or catch a ball that could be a home run, jump up and get it, or slam a ball. I've never slammed a basketball. But like a lot of people think that they could box.
You're watching the fight at the viewing, and all of a sudden, Joe's a boxing expert. Oh, I didn't know. You're gonna tell me what you're gonna. Armchair quarterback over here, like you've never fought before in your life.
Is that when people say that they're gonna knock out people? And I'm always like, well, like you got a lot of knockouts, like okay, well, like, because people be like, oh, if I'm in a fight, I would just knock them out, and you're like, okay, well, like, have you knocked somebody out before? Like you got 30 or 40 bodies. Are you clipping people in the gym? So yeah, it's just it's funny. So
you guys got any knockouts in your record?
I got 6 knockouts.
6 knockouts.
I think 6 or 7.
It's not a competition.
Were you guys knocking out fighters in amateurs or?
Only one time in the amateurs with the left hook, but he got up won by a decision.
Okay, yeah.
It's a statement. You have to be knocking somebody out in the amateurs. I mean,
It's not. Yeah.
You know, with less time, with bigger gloves, you know, a bit more padding. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you see kids that are consistently knocking people out in the amateurs, it's eye opening.
You see it in the nationals a lot in the early rounds. You see people getting clipped, and then like obviously when it gets to the quarters and semis and the finals, it starts to simmer down.
Mm-hmm.
But like you can imagine some fighter maybe just became opens as an amateur, and there it is. And he's fighting some guy that has 220 fights, 220 amateur fights. So yeah, it could be a bit one-sided.
Yeah. It's much different, yeah. Because I mean, they're more experienced.
What did you? So that the day that you guys debuted, who debuted first? You guys debuted.
The same time, same day.
I was gonna ask about that. You pulled him on a car together with your brother, huh?
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of pressure because they expect both of us to win. But we just kept being positive. And
who was that first? Who was that? Who had the first bout?
I think it was me.
Okay.
I won by what referees? Well, they stopped at the corner.
Okay.
So then I won.
You set the precedent.
Yeah.
And I lost by decision.
Oh, So that's the one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
But then you came back, and then you got how many in a row? You got.
I got 10 wins.
10 wins in a row.
And
you know what lost? You know what lost their first fight? Bernard Hopkins.
Oh yeah.
I look up to him.
Yeah. Which is interesting. He was incarcerated, and then he would learn how to box in prison, and then he got out. He taken a professional fight, and he lost his first fight, and he basically said, "Well, this is still for me. I'm going to figure it out."
And then became a legend and made it till 50 years old.
And then he has the most. Thank God, Triple G almost beat his middleweight title defense. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Canelo. He almost. I didn't think.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was on the record.
I didn't think that.
It's hard to imagine because it felt like Bernard Hopkins, his reign was. It felt like it was a much longer period of time. I'm sure it was more period of time. And Gennady had more fights in a short amount of time because I was like, wait, Gennady's already at knocking on the door of Hopkins' record. It's been like a short time, but it could have been. I don't know.
I think Bernard was with. I think he was with Don King. Like
was he?
Yeah, Chavez was not with.
That's
it was Don King.
That's too far back for me to know the nuances of
Chavez,
which promoter. I only knew that. Yeah. I only knew that I had seen him on HBO. Like,
Don King just didn't get wealthy off of Mike Tyson. He got wealthy off of Chavez too.
Yeah.
And then they were putting them both on the same card sometimes, which was just crazy.
Yeah, seems like it's not necessary. You can make
not at this time. This would never
drain the money twice.
With two big stars like that, especially Chavez. So you guys ever see Chavez in the gym?
I seen his son, but
not the same thing though. Junior is not.
The sequel isn't as good. Yeah.
Junior, Chavez Senior, that's been dedicated. Whole different. Fighter. Yeah.
This is completely different. He would have been one of these fighters that had been dominant in any era. He'd still be dominant if he was in his prime today.
Yeah.
Definitely cut from a different cloth. There's a reason why he's a legend.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody should question his accomplishments. So, yeah.
Well, cool guys. Is there any last things you want to take? Actually, tell the audience about the fight you have coming up, and is there any way we can watch? Is there going to be a stream of it?
Well, if it won't be, if it's not going to be televised, it'll be a live stream.
Okay.
On pbc.com probably.
Okay. PBC, man, you're on to the big cards now. No more Tijuana shows, man.
No
it's
more.
The big stuff now.
Yeah, just learn from there.
Exciting, man.
Not in the big league.
I'm excited, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy.
The Cosmo dressing room is going to probably be a lot nicer than that hallway.
Oh yeah.
Tijuana.
Yeah. No sticky floors. Hoping Cosmo. I hope.
Yeah.
And what about you? Is it going to be a PBC also?
I'm pretty sure it will be PBC likely. Hopefully in late May and early June.
And if you're listening to this episode and you want to keep in touch with those fight dates, you'll be able to find info on our page on the Boxing TLDR Instagram. The Boxed In Podcast Instagram page. So we'll promote the dates you guys are fighting and tell everyone. And any last parting words you want to share with the audience?
Just, I want to give a shout out to all my fans. We wouldn't be here without you guys, and just follow my Instagram at Yovani Rodarte and Snapchat at Yovani Rodarte 95, and I'll keep you updated.
How do you spell Yovani?
Yovani.
Okay, cool.
You got a handle too?
Unique name, so.
Julian? Oh,
your Instagram?
No, he's about Julian Rodarte, Instagram.com. And you can just follow me there. Oh, yeah, my bad. I just give you all that.
You got a Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter.
Don't hit his DM though. unless you're cute, because apparently he's doing better than him. So.
You guys can find me email at boxerdude69.aol.com.
That was really your email, bro. That would be fun.
No. I wasn't into boxing quite yet in the AIM era.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have been all over that.
Yeah,
All right, well, thank you guys for coming to the show, man. It was really fun to have you guys. Hey, we appreciate you guys watching this episode and tuning in on iTunes. If you guys enjoyed it, what I'd ask you to do is please rate and review it, share it with somebody, send it to a friend in a text message, and we hope to see you again on the next episode. Thank you all.